I said, Brande, you're a fine girl.
Fine girl.
Life, you would be such a fine girl.
How are you? I'm just sharing it up. Hold on.
Sook, I bet you in all of her years, Brande Roderick never had anyone sing that song to her in her entire life.
Never has she had anybody sing that.
That has
Not
got
one guy ever.
That's got to be so original. The thing I just came up with for her. The good folks at Looking Glass. No one's ever sang that song to her. What's going on, baby? Let everybody load up before we start the show.
Yeah,
how's it going?
We're so good. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Jeannie Clay hopping on right now. Boom, boom, boom. And, you know, when Jeannie Clay hops on, everybody's hopping on.
Sook, the community just keeps on growing. I think this is our 341st show.
Is this really 341?
341 since we started back in the early COVID days. You know, we started the show under the guise of let
just
people
us
escape.
having a conversation.
Just people let us just be goofy coming out.
We were a safe space. We still are a safe space.
Suki, we were a safe space for people to come and let their feelings flow, and the celebrities just, you know, one after the other, and the performers one after the other, Suki. And here we are.
And here we are together.
And here we are, Suki. Here's where we are now when we just started, you and I talking from Zoom. I think we're doing about 3 million viewers a month out of all of these streaming platforms, which isn't bad. I can't take 3 million. We've added Apple Plus and Fire TV and blah, 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 blah.
It started as just a little dream, to do something on our own, and hopefully it's going to grow. And you know what? We got to thank everybody like Cherry and Jeannie and Janet and Pam Apolloni and Lee and you know, all these people that have supported us from the get-go.
Our focus group, Suki. They're our
focus group for sure. Yes. Why are you?
What the? Who was that, Suk?
It was a ghost.
Suk, I think we started one night February of 2020 on Zoom, right? And Jerry Springer joined us.
Oh my God, Jerry's joined us. Remember, we're trying to get Jerry on the air. He's like, "What button do I press?" I was like, Jerry, you're not senile. Just press the button. It's Zoom.
And next thing you know, he's singing Elvis, and we were off. He's like,
we're off and running.
"Wise man say." I think he may have had a little too much to drink, but it's fine.
Anyway, there's a lot of headlines that I think that everybody would love to get to.
Well, listen, don't talk about it yet because we're going to start the show.
Okay,
you ready to roll?
Yes.
Suk, listen, Brande Roderick is here, former Playmate of the Year, actress. Baywatch Beauty, producer. She's got a new movie that actually comes out on Friday. So she's rocking and rolling. We're going to talk to her. And now because she has dealt with both Hugh Hefner and David Hasselhoff, before she comes on,
God bless her.
Suki, I am going to give you the quiz, Hef or Hoff, before she comes on.
Heffer Hoff. I love that.
Because if I give her the quiz, she's going to know the answers.
She's going to know every answer, hopefully.
So I'm going to give you the questions before she comes on. We're going to have a good time with her. We're going to talk about the movie.
And then she's going to answer them true or false. Is this true or false?
Well,
okay, Heffer Hoff.
She'll know the answers.
Okay.
But anyway, so she's coming on. We have a great show. We got a little Philly Kid concert later on. And away we go. You ready to rock?
Let's do it, Scotty.
There we go. Let's rock.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of Hearts. Woo! Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen.
Really?
Your intro is fantastic.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
Ah, that darn loop, Sook. I just keep forgetting it's on.
The loop. I was like, are we late? What are we doing?
Yeah, they'll never get rid of that in post. Listen, Eric Roberts, he knows what he's talking about, right?
Eric Roberts knows what he's talking about. How are you guys? Okay, so it's October. What day is it? October 4th.
I believe it's the 4th, Suki.
Yes, and for those who are celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, happy holidays. You're not with us. You're praying.
Are they? Are they praying? Who's praying?
I don't know.
I think I'm supposed to be praying right now. What the?
But you're paying. You know what? You're paying the money right now. That's what you're doing. You're working hard for your family.
Suki, I don't care what holiday it is. When you have Brande Roderick on the show, the Lord can wait, Suki. Okay?
I love you. Okay, can we talk about some of the news that I think is fascinating that is happening right now?
Let me guess what you're going to talk about. Tom Brady and Giselle Bündchen.
Yes, I'm shocked at it, actually. Nearly 2 decades together, kids seem solid. I mean, I totally get where she is coming from. I completely get where she is coming from. 45, injuries, concussions,
Right. Doesn't need the money.
He doesn't need the money, but he needs to find another a form of expression. Look at Peyton Manning. I mean, like, look at the Manning brothers. They're all transitioning, doing other. He needs to do that. I know he loves the game, but.
Well, Suki, listen, just to be fair, the Manning brothers couldn't play anymore. Tom Brady could still play. The Manning boys, they just couldn't do it anymore. They had no choice. Believe me, these guys, if they could still play, they would be playing. They play until they're 70, Sue. You know what I mean?
No, but at some point, football is so it is such a wear and tear on the body, the brain. I mean, like we all know what happens. I mean, it's just I'm as a woman, I hear him because we all want to be purposeful and we all want to find our joy. I get it. I understand. But at some point, it's like a job that has that much risk, risk outweighs reward at some point of the game, right?
Yes. But listen, you know what?
Is that being too pragmatic?
Listen, to me, I don't know. I'm surprised it lasted this long, Suki.
The marriage?
Yeah. I'm surprised it lasted
Brazilian.
that long.
I mean, he's a guy from Boston. I mean,
yeah. Listen, everybody people are shocked that it lasted this long, but I'm not surprised by any of this anymore. Nothing surprises me. Last night, my mother was here, right, and my wife just came back from Nashville, and my mother, who I guess passed through Nashville about 100 years ago, says, is the Loretta Lynn store still there? I bought a dress at the Loretta Lynn store. Today, Loretta Lynn died. I texted my mother. I said, you jinxed Loretta Lynn.
The great Loretta Lynn has passed away. That's another story I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. It's insane. But listen, you know what? Every day the headlines get crazier, and nothing surprises us, does it?
No, it's just, but Ben and Jen are still together.
Yeah, that shocks me that they made it to the altar there, but we'll see. We'll see what's happening.
Listen, sometimes when you find your true love, your one and only, your soulmate, and I think they are soulmates.
Young love. So before we get to Brande and the Heffer Hoff game, today I had to run after my shoot. I had to run over to the orthodontist because they had to redo my, redo the thing, the 3D image of your teeth, with the Invisalign stuff.
Oh.
So they put that thing back in, right? I'm going to use
this thing,
back in to do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm listening to the radio. And Sweet Caroline comes on.
So you start singing.
So she's doing this. I'm going let it again. And she's like, "Can you stop singing, please?" So
oh my God, you're killing me. You're
like, "Hey, everybody, sweet." Oh, so funny. So Brande Roderick is here. Brande, first, we know her from Baywatch. She was a Playmate of the Year, Playmate of the Month. You know, who didn't look at their father's Playboys back in the day? Your grandfather, everybody had Playboy, right?
You were raised in the Playboy mansion, basically.
Suki, basically, this is me at 12 years old with the Playboy bunnies.
Here in New York City.
It doesn't get, you know, it doesn't get any more Playboy than that. All 4 of those ladies, by the way, I believe in the Friedwald House nursing home right about now.
You're an ass.
But,
you're an ass.
You know, that was like 1979. So
I love it.
I'm assuming they're all in their 70s and 80s right now.
And probably still looking fantastic.
Yes, Soup. But let me just so here's Brande on the cover of Playboy.
Wow.
Right? So she was the Playboy 2001.
Look, the interview inside was Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, yeah, and this looks like it's the German edition of the
Oh, you're right, of the cover. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't even realize that. But and then, you know, she went on to Baywatch, and like I said, so many different movies and TV shows. And you know, modeling, and she's got her own stuff going on and
a new movie coming
digital, out. And she has a production company. She's got a new movie coming out. So we're going to bring her on in just a second. You know what? Maybe I will play the Heffer Hoff
game. Play the Heffer Hoff game with
both of you guys.
I'll guess, and she can give the final answer. How's that?
All right. So we'll do that when she comes on, because that I made it kind of fun. I think it'll be pretty good. But anyway, so here she is right now. Brande, let's take a quick look, and then we bring her in on the other side. Brande Roderick coming up. Here you go. There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Brande apparently soaking in formaldehyde because she hasn't changed in 30 years.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
What is the secret? It's good California living. What is it? Is it just the California vibe that you have, that you were raised in?
It's all good lighting. So all good lighting.
Hold on, where's this? There's this one. There we go.
No, but seriously, I mean, you, like he said, you're dipped in formaldehyde. Come on. Give up the secret to all of us who are over 50.
Oh my gosh, that's really sweet. Well,
it's healthy living. It's just healthy living. What you put in is what you put out, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of things are genes, you know, because my mom looks great.
Oh, I love that.
I only drink alkaline water, which I feel is very cleansing. And I try to eat healthy most of the time, but I also eat bad stuff too. But yeah, I think just, you know, and lots of Prosecco.
Nicely done.
That's our kind of girl right there. Thank you.
So it's 4:45 there out in LA and or California, I should say.
But it's 7:45 on the East
over
Coast.
by us.
Thank you so much.
So, cheers.
Way past tequila time here, Suki. Brande, listen, I there's so much to talk about between Playboy and Baywatch and everything you've done in between and everything you're doing now. But I want to more, you know, most importantly, talk about the movie. Because you are the producer, you're in the movie, I believe, and it's called Project Legion, and it comes out on Friday in the theaters. And you know what I'll do? I have the trailer, so why don't we play the trailer of the movie, and then you could tell us, you know, how it came about, why you produced it, and so on and so forth, and why everybody should go check it out. It looks pretty cool. If you're into some sci-fi stuff, this looks pretty cool. Here we go. Take a look.
HQ, you copy? HQ! We're in a dead zone. Whatever's happening is something I can't explain. It's definitely not a terrorist attack. Not an earthquake. It's something far, far worse.
I urge every one of you to stay inside.
No, inside. We're definitely not human. Something changes them. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want?
What do you want?
Preying on humans. I love that. It's like
human flesh.
Eating. Perfect. But they're not zombies. Are they like feral?
They're creatures, demons.
Okay.
Creature-esque. Creatures.
Just
they're
perfect
creatures.
for the holiday season, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, the perfect, you know, you're sitting around the Christmas tree. And... Well, but it is perfect right before Halloween because everybody wants a good creepy movie.
A good creepy,
right?
Yes.
And this is definitely creepy. So
I have to assume behind the scenes that those horror movies, zombie movies, have to be pretty fun for you guys, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done so many horror films. I grew up watching horror films since I was 6 years old. My mom made me watch The Exorcist. So
I was traumatized by The Exorcist. I was like, no. You were like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, it's probably what made me a weirdo. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's definitely fun.
Is there any better scene than when Linda Blair comes downstairs, she pees on the floor and says, "We're all going to die up there."
We're all going to die.
That was one of the scariest. Now, when you go back and watch Exorcist, it's kind of not as bad as it was when it first came out, right? It's not as scary. It's just, but back then it was insane.
Well, I think anything paranormal, I really sort of, you know, I know that there's energy fields and forces and I don't know.
I can't handle paranormal. Like I can't handle any sort of witches or anything ghosts. I can handle like slashers, serial
aliens,
all that stuff. The ghost type stuff, that's scary to me.
So tell us about the movie. So you produced it, right? As well as, you know, go ahead, just tell us about it.
I just helped. I was one of the producers. I didn't really do much. But,
just a producer.
Yeah, you know, but I got to, you know, going on set and working with Donald, Cowboy Cerrone, which was really cool.
Huge UFC fighter.
Huge. And he just really stepped up to the plate and brought so much to the film. And as you could see, the film is really like a one-man band. I mean, and he would be there, you know, the 12 hours a day and drive an hour to go home and drive another hour to get back and be there another 12 hours. It was just, he was one of the hardest workers.
Wow.
And, you know, dealt with so much stuff with it's not easy, you know, always dealing with all the creatures, and everybody had to get into that makeup every day. And I'm just like, bless your souls, telling people, thank you. Oh my gosh, you poor things. I mean, it's just major, right? And it's hot. We were in New Mexico and it's hot out there, and they're in these costumes and, you know, this latex, and, you know, it's pretty intense. And the places we were shooting, oh my gosh, let me tell you. we were at like this, it was still a running hotel, but it was literally like an abandoned hotel.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of a shootout. I kid you not. Like it was all crackheads, like real life, like everybody in
real things happening. Yeah.
They looked like the creatures. It was insane where we didn't know if they were like the real creatures or part of the movie or like just crackheads. And it was just, it was a crazy experience that we had, and we all bonded over this thing with all the cops coming, and we were in the middle of a shootout. But it just made for such exciting filmmaking.
So it's a bitter fight to the end between these creatures, and it's like a fight for survival, and who wins, we don't know. We'll have to watch.
Suki the cowboy wins, of course.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
No way he's going down in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he survives or not.
We have to watch the movie, everybody, on Friday.
You're going to see lots of action and lots of crazy stuff happen.
I love it. Coming out this Friday, which is April 4, 5, 6. Bring it back. It's April 7th. Coming up on Friday.
October 7th.
Right, October. So I don't know why I was thinking April.
I know. I was going to say, where are we?
I'm already moving to. So we're not in April.
I was like, no, we're not in April.
October 7th, this Friday. Randy, back in really early 2000, right? So you have Baywatch and the Playboy stuff. Which one came first? Was it Baywatch from Playboy or Playboy from Baywatch? Which one?
They happened at the same time.
Same time. Wow.
So I shot Playboy, and then I went and auditioned for Baywatch, and Playboy hadn't come out yet. And then I basically got Baywatch, and I left to go to Baywatch the month my Playboy came out. So it happened simultaneously. Wow. Yeah.
That is crazy. And just, being a part of that franchise, right? The Baywatch franchise. Were you regular Baywatch, or was it Baywatch Hawaii?
Well, it's all regular.
One franchise, right?
It's just that the first 10 seasons were shot in Malibu, and the last 2 were shot in Hawaii.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a tough assignment, being in Hawaii.
Yeah, tough assignment.
Yeah, I got lucky. I got super lucky. Definitely.
What
was that time in your life like with the Hoff and that whole Baywatch craze? It
hanging out with some guys.
Yeah, changed how America, it put lifeguards and especially the West Coast on the map. That whole culture that was so foreign to so many of us living on the East Coast.
It was honestly the best job I ever had. It was a dream come true. It took me an hour to get to work every day because I lived in Waikiki, but we shot on the North Shore. So I would drive to work every day and just have the windows down, smelling the pineapple fields. And it was just amazing. And then you'd get to set and you could eat whatever you want and order what you want. And then I'd go frolic in the water with Jason Momoa and Michael Bergen. Right.
And I mean, how crazy is that?
I mean, it was, and ride jet skis or boats. And, it was just, it's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, it was a dream job.
And I think Scotty and I both interviewed Jason Momoa. And that is somebody like, wow, what a presence. Just a gorgeous man.
A gorgeous man.
I mean, Scott was like, I was like, he's
even so I had to say, you're a gorgeous
I know. He was so damn tall. I was just like, you're just so tall. It's just like wonderful.
And he's so sweet.
And so nice. Yes, exactly.
So genuine. And what I loved about seeing him in Aquaman was that there's the scene in kind of the beginning of the movie where he's at the bar and then he starts drinking with everybody and just having fun. And he's got his smile. I'm like, that's Jason. Like, that was all him. Like, that's the real Jason. And I love that he got to present that because that's really what he's like. He's just such a fun, sweet, loving person.
Yeah. And are you still – go ahead, Sue.
No, I was just going to say, what a tough day at work to be surrounded by these, like, wonderful men who are supportive, talented, nice, and you get to create something – that really, is part of America. You know what I mean? It's part of us.
I know. It's the best ever.
Yeah. And not only America, but God, it was the #1 show around
worldwide.
The world. Right?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and we've had, let's see, we've had on David Chokichi has been on.
I love him too.
And also Donna
Darko
was on.
Yep.
I love Donna too. Yeah.
Donna was on, and she did very well at the famous Donna game. She did very well.
So Brande, we're gonna play Heffer Hoff. We're gonna play Heffer Hoff.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll do Heffer Hoff. And when you're in Playboy, right, and you're Playmate of the Year and all that's going on, you know, and literally all the attention. I remember because my dad had the Playboy channel when that came out.
Ooh.
So they always showed you like the clips from the presentation of the Playboy Playmate of the Year and the party, and all the former Playmates are there. And you're like, oh my God, this is 30 of the best looking women I've ever seen. I don't know what to do. But what was, I mean, for you, what was that like? And you also, and again, tell me if I remember, you dated Hef for a little while, right? For a little bit while you were there. So what was that? I mean, when you look back at that, and even now, and you hear like some of the disparaging stories about Hef, and I don't want to talk bad about anybody who's not with us anymore, but you know, when you look back at that time in your life, it almost has to be like that was like a dream for you, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I had some of the most wonderful experiences of my life, and I got to travel the world and learn so much and have just such amazing experiences. So it really is, you know, a dream come true, just like the whole Baywatch thing was a dream come true. I got to live out my biggest fantasies and dreams, really.
Yeah,
because of him. And I do feel that it was a platform for me in so many ways, even Baywatch, because Baywatch and Playboy had such a strong relationship that they always, not always, but a lot of times, you know, they wanted to hire Playmates.
There's crossover. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure that it helped them knowing that, oh, she's going to be coming out in Playboy, you know? So for me, it was a great experience. I learned a lot.
What was it like to work with, I mean, did you ever collaborate on anything artistically or editorially with Playboy, or was that strictly like Heffer's corner and he was sort of laser focused on that?
No, yeah, I didn't really have any say so as far as that stuff goes. And a lot of it was creatively, as far as who came up with like
concepts.
Interviews.
Yeah.
A lot of that was for the magazine was Marilyn Grabowski.
Oh,
which
yes, Marilyn. I remember her from the E reality show. Marilyn, his girl. Yeah.
Yeah. So she would come up with, you know, whatever your life was like. She tried to create something. So I was from the wine country, so she created my pictorial in the wine country. So she was really great at that, connecting you with whatever the magazine concept was going to be.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. And you know, to me, it's wild how, I mean, publications themselves aren't even around anymore, right? I heard Jan Wenner doing an interview with Howard Stern from Rolling Stone, and how it used to be like Rolling Stone could make or break people just by who was on the cover and things like that. Same, you know, the way Playboy would do when everybody used to goof around. Oh, I read Playboy for the articles. But, you know, I remember seeing like if there was an article about an actor, an up and coming George Clooney or somebody like that, it was almost like, hey, this guy's he's got an article in Playboy. That's pretty big.
Yeah. Every huge celebrity pretty much was in there, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how everything has sort of like changed. The world has like changed overnight. And you have children, so you know you see things in such a different light, and how they consume all of the media that we were all a part of, and now it all feels a little, you know, for them. My daughter calls it, oh, that was olden times, right? The olden times. I'm like, yes, mommy.
Olden
like,
golden.
Once upon a time, yes, mommy was laying a golden egg in the corner, you know, reading you know.
In the olden days.
Yeah. And those parties in the grotto, were they as crazy as everybody says?
You know, they actually, I mean, when I was there really wasn't anything that I saw that was really crazy. It was
but you saw like the celebs were coming through like crazy, right? Like the James Caans of the world, and
James Caan.
You love James Caan.
George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, like Jamie Foxx, every single big celebrity you can imagine the years I was there, which was amazing because we didn't have social media. So you didn't have to worry about people taking
pictures
and posting it. So people could be free. Like everyone was just having fun and doing what they wanted and dancing and, you know, whatever it was. We never had to worry about anything.
Did Fabio come through?
I love Fabio.
That was not at the mansion. That was years later.
No, I know.
I love Fabio. We need to talk to Fabio. He's such a great guy.
He was very nice. Yeah, I'm sure he probably was at the Playboy Mansion at some point.
That's so great. And you know, just looking through, I mean, you were in the remake of Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Right, with Ben Stiller, and Owen. Was it Owen Wilson?
Yeah,
Owen Wilson, right? Yeah. Right. What would that had to be pretty fun working with those guys, right?
My gosh, that was awesome. I was on set and we were doing the scenes, and then all of a sudden they are improvising and asking me all these questions, and I just went with it, and that's most of the stuff they ended up using. Because you know, he asked how much I weigh, and I was like, okay. And then they asked what my sign was, and you know, and then none of that stuff was scripted.
That is so funny. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I mean, do you miss? I know you're producing and you still have a couple movies that you're doing now and finishing. Yeah. Do you like the zombie types, or do you like the comedic types better? Which movies do you enjoy better?
I love it all.
Anything in front of the camera.
I love comedy. I love it so much. I love horror. I love thrillers. I love action. So, I mean, I love it all. You know, I don't want to do just one genre, you know, I want to do it all. Just something that's excites me.
Yeah. The one, Sook, your favorite movie of hers is Bunny Whipped, right?
I haven't seen Bunny Whipped yet, but I like the title. What does it say? Save the rabbit, save your love life. Yeah. I like that.
With Rebecca Gayheart. Wow, look at that. That's so funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
So, is it true that you created like fantasy with Adam Levine? Is that still going on? A gaming website?
No, those were two different things.
Okay.
The Adam Levine thing was a shoe company.
Oh yes, Pentafola. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my notes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, we don't have that shoe company anymore. But it's still in existence, and they're great shoes. Yeah, they're great shoes.
Yeah. And Brande, are you still doing? You were a realtor as well, right? Isn't that one of the things you were doing? And that's something, and I read about you that was like a passion of yours since you were a little kid to be a realtor.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually graduated high school a year early so that I could get my real estate license because I wanted to buy houses, sell houses, buy them, fix them up. When I was ever since I was a kid, my parents would, break down walls and remodel. And so
I give a lot of people a lot of credit who can do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love it. It's a lot of fun. So it's something I've had my license since I was 18, and so I've loved buying and selling real estate forever. Yeah. So between
who knew the real estate market would be what it is, or what it did, or what it's been post COVID, post 2008, post everything, and like it's just like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was too good. It was too good. They had to raise the rates and screw it all up.
I
know. They can't let us have anything, Brande. They can't let us have anything. And I noticed you've done so much as far as different shows, even just digitally, YouTube and whatnot. Whether it's fashion or makeup or eating right or fitness. Are you still into like the healthy cooking and all that stuff? Like what's like a normal healthy lunch dinner for you on a daily basis?
Well, I would say once a week. I always I always cook salmon for sure. Once a week, I do salmon, vegetables, rice, and a salad. That's like a staple in our house. So that's a definite. And I do a lot of pastas. because
you have kids, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of easy, especially with football. But I will say lately, because we have 2 in football and 2 different teams and practices all night, we do go to McDonald's a lot and get chicken McNuggets.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think any parent who has kids in sports and does the whole night stuff, I mean, gets that whole rigmarole.
Yeah, because when it's almost 9 o'clock at night, you just got to drive through the drive-through.
Sometimes I feel so sad for our kids because it's just such a hectic life that they live. They go to school. I mean, my kid wakes up at 6 o'clock. He doesn't come home sometimes till 9 o'clock. You know, that's
exactly
a long day.
I know.
Long day.
Imagine how grumpy we would be if we had to, which we do that. But I mean, these poor little babies have to do that now at this age. We never did that.
Yeah. And plus they're like, expected to be adults at school. Really. Are you checking your email? Are you doing those threads? Are you in that Google Classroom? I'm always shocked at how much they expect these children to be responsible for.
Yeah. And when we get the emails from school, we're just like, well, could you just leave us alone? Just leave us alone. Yeah, talk to my kid. Just leave us alone, please. Yeah. We got out of homeschooling after COVID was done.
So what did you think about the whole Gisele Bündchen, Tom Brady thing? I mean, just out of curiosity, being somebody who's been married to football players, who's been in that situation prior. Your thoughts on that?
I'm not surprised, but it's sad because they have children. You never want someone that has children to ever break up, so it's sad. But people break up all the time, so I'm not surprised at that.
Yeah, you're like Scott. Scott's like, I'm not surprised at anything anymore, Sukanya.
Yeah.
I'm like,
really?
well, I don't know.
Nothing surprising.
You know what it is? It's so hard to play on that level. Like, you played on a very high level. You've been producing movies, hit TV shows. I mean, you've created and recreated yourself. It is really something that you have to continually find passion, right? What is that, Scott?
What is that exactly?
What is that one, Scott?
I believe that's you modeling on the beach in some purple getup, no?
No, definitely not. I mean, that is I do have a pose like that, but definitely not my outfit or hair. Or lipstick. That's funny.
That's so good. Yeah, listen, nothing surprising. I still, we're a species that doesn't like to live together for too long, I think.
Really?
I really believe that. It's when they say half of marriages end in divorce, and COVID, because everybody was locked in together, caused so many separations.
Yeah.
I think in this day and age, I think it takes 2 special people to be able to stay together for so long, and I don't mean like the folks who are in their 70s and 80s they've been married for 55 years. I mean now.
Yeah.
I mean right now, people who are getting together today, the last 10 years, people who are going to get together, getting married next week, whatever it is. I just feel like there's so many things against you and so many outside influences, different brains, people change as they get older. It's just so hard to be able to stay together, I think. And I'm not sure the human race was meant to, to do that. Unconditional love for your kids is one thing. The unconditional love for your partner or spouse, I think, turns into another. And some people can do it and some people can't, right? Suki's done it. Suki's been able to do it.
It turns into hate and resentment. Like he's not talking to me right now. Like he just was like, "See you later, bye." I was like,
"Yeah, see, her husband, he's ready to walk out. He doesn't want to be with her anymore."
No, yeah, he's like, "I'm going to the game." I'm like, "Okay, goodbye. Take your son. Go to the game. Bye. See you later." But you know what? I'm an eternal optimist. I don't know about you, Brande. I do believe in the whole love factor. I do believe in. I don't know. I do believe that there is a possibility that if you do find somebody that you can work through it, you do work through it.
Yeah. You should definitely always try to do that.
Yeah.
100%.
But I think when celebrities, it's really another level. Like we're just regular schmoes trying to keep it together. I can't imagine all the lenses and all the critiquing that, basically the whole world now has, everybody has a platform to put in their 2 cents. I can't imagine how it must feel for people to have that microscope constantly on them like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and also I think that what might contribute to people not staying together in these times is because there's the online dating and this and that. And you can so easily now just go online. Okay, well, you know, see you later. I've got da 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 da, and I'm just going to swipe and find somebody else. So I almost feel like that is something that people, why? Because before they would all stay together because that's all there was, right? Everyone
Right, that's what I mean. Outside influences.
Everybody else, and now you've got this plethora of, you know, avenues to meet people.
Right. What does Howard Stern say? You're only as good as your options.
You're only as good as your options.
Yeah.
You're only as loyal as your options.
Loyal. Thank you.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God.
Well, listen. Before we play Hoff or Heff, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about your time on The Apprentice. Not because of the Trump factor, but just I guess because of the Trump factor, but just because you were on I think it was season 2, Celebrity Apprentice. Right? You were with like Bret Michaels and
that was the All-Stars. So I did the All-Stars with Bret Michaels, and
that was okay. So who were you on with originally?
The regular show was Joan Rivers, Melissa Rivers,
wow,
Dennis Rodman. You know,
gee whiz,
Annie Duke.
That's it.
And then the All-Stars was Mary Lou Henner, LaToya Jackson, Little John. That was the All-Stars. No.
No?
Yeah, that's the All-Stars one.
Yeah, the All-Stars one. Our girl Mary Lou was in there. Absolutely. Yeah. So when you were on it the first time around, Brande, was that a fun experience for you?
Yes, I would say probably the first time I did it was more fun. But still, I mean, we're working 18-hour days. It was insane, you know, running around like crazy. Oh, that was so much fun. We got to ride on the Trump plane. But yeah, it was, even though it's so much hard work, it was a lot of fun. The second time around on the All-Stars, of course, there was a lot of fun moments like this. But Omarosa was on my team, and she kind of made it more like the game of Survivor instead of, you know, working together as like, you know, what the show's supposed to be. So it was not as fun because we were kind of, you know, stressed about that, but still just an amazing experience.
Omarosa,
she was brought in to be the foil.
Yeah, she was supposed to, you know, create drama.
and then didn't she get a government position somewhere along the line?
Yeah, she
did. Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so Dee Snider was on that too. I was wondering, I was like, that's Twisted Sisters.
Yeah.
Dee Snider,
yeah, Dee was on.
What a great guy! What a great guy!
Yes,
and his wife too. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. They are very great.
All right, listen, are you guys ready to play Heffer Hoff here?
Heffer Hoff, hit us.
So I'm gonna cue the music. Okay, that'll come in post.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to give you guys a couple of questions. You just simply tell me if it was Heff or Hoff.
Well, Brande would know. I'm going to guess, and then Brande you give the final answer.
All right, Suk. Okay. So I'll give it to you first, Suki. Okay. So, like for example, Heff or Hoff married 4 times.
Heff.
Heff, it would be the correct answer. Absolutely. Right. And there's one of his wives.
See, I didn't even know that. So you didn't give me a chance. I want to play the game too. You didn't
damn, Brande. I was so excited she got it right.
Now Brande gets the next one. Okay, next one.
I want to play the game too. So let me do the second answer.
Okay.
He made his debut on Broadway in Jekyll and Hyde.
I'm going to say Hoff.
Hoff.
Brande, you agree? Hoff is the correct answer. There you go.
What was it like to work with the Hoffster? Like, I mean, there are so many, like, you know, kind of stories about him. You know, his genius of putting this all together.
Oh, he was so much fun. He was like being on set with a big kid.
Yeah.
He was just awesome and so loving and giving and, you know, just a great all-around person.
Do you get to keep in touch with any of these people? Do you keep in touch with
the
Baywatch crew?
With the Baywatch crew, we did we did that show. I forgot about that. That was just a couple of years ago. So that was fun.
We spoke to David Chokachi too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome. So we get together for different things. There's reunions, but there's autograph signings. So I got to see him maybe like 3 years ago at an autograph signing we did together.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Was it Heff or Hoff, Suki, who was in the military?
Hoff?
What?
Heff or Hoff, who was in the military? One of the two.
I'm going to say Hoff.
You're going to go Hoff. Brandy, you going?
I'm going to go Heff.
Okay.
So you say Heff. Suki says Hoff. The correct answer is indeed
Heff.
Mr. Hefner.
Whew. Okay.
Look at that. Here you go, Suki. Was it Heff or Hoff who appeared in the movie Dodgeball? Heff or Hoff who appeared in the movie Dodgeball?
Hoff.
You're going Hoff. Brandy, what's your
Gosh.
answer?
And I was at the premiere and I don't even remember. Hoff?
Who? Yeah, I was. Who walked the red carpet, Brandy? Come on.
I'm just going to guess Hoff. I don't know.
You both going Hoff? Suki,
Yeah, we
said
both
Hoff?
went Hoff, yeah.
That would be the correct answer.
Yes.
David Hasselhoff.
Okay.
Nicely done. Next one. Heff or Hoff attended the University of Illinois.
Hoff.
Heff.
Suki says Hoff. Brandy
You
says
said that. Brandy said that.
Well.
The correct answer is indeed Hugh Hefner. It's so funny. I'm getting confused with Heff or Hoff now.
No.
So listen, what was it, Heff or Hoff, Suki, who was on Dancing with the Stars?
I'm gonna have to say Hoff.
Brandy?
Hoff.
Both going with the Hoffinator. Nicely done.
Look at the Hoffinator looking sexy right there.
Nicely done.
Looking good.
What's this movie's doing here?
I don't know. It looks like a very Grease-like move.
That
Like
was
John
just
Travolta.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing Grease.
I got chills. They're multiplying. Yeah.
And I'm losing control. Speaking of which, of course, Olivia Newton-John passing away. And you had the opportunity to spend some time with her.
I know. She's such a lovely, wonderful lady.
Yeah, you guys kind of look alike. I got to tell you.
I think we look like sisters. We even have the same dimple on that cheek, and it was like it was just so weird. But yes, we definitely look related.
You really do look alike. Hold on, let me see. Like you kind of look alike there. But there was another one that I saw, kind of like a. I don't know if I took it, but yeah, you guys look alike in some situations.
What was something that she taught you, or something that you take away when a memory of hers that you shared with her?
Well, I just feel that she was very gracious, and she was just such a great, graceful person and just sweet. And I love how gracious she was. Mm-hmm. And definitely that's something that I always remember about her.
No.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sue. Go ahead.
No, I think that a lot of people said that about Olivia Newton-John when she passed away, that she really just, when you read how she touched certain celebrities, how she had these intimate, really real relationships, and what she did for women and cancer, really. Absolutely. Demystifying it and putting it into the front pages and making us feel like, you know what, we could put our health first and we don't have to be shy about it. We could talk about it. She was really on the forefront. Her and Farrah, really these women that really talked about their illness in such a brave way.
And to show that even if you are going through this, you could still get out there on stage and perform and still, you're just going just to be strong and you could still get through it. And I love that about her, and just showing everybody that you can just do it. You can keep going and still live your life and have fun. And
all right, here's our final Heffer Hoff 2 questions.
Okay, final Heffer Hoff.
Last two.
Okay.
Two more to go for the car and the prizes.
The car and the prizes?
Was it Hoff or Heff who once hosted an edition of WWE's Monday Night Raw?
Okay.
Hoff or Heff on Monday Night Raw?
I'm going to go with Heff.
I'm going to go with Hoff.
You got Brandy, you would be right in this instance. It is Hoff. Hoff did host the Monday Night Raw. And finally, you ready for this one?
Yes.
Here's the bonus. Was it Heff or Hoff who said, and I quote, "We've had some great parties, but I'll never forget the naked Playboy party"?
Okay.
Was that Heff or Hoff?
This is a trick question. I'm going to say Hoff.
Hoff.
You're going Hoff. You're both going Hoff. And unfortunately, that answer is correct, ladies and gentlemen. David Hasselhoff says he will not and cannot forget the naked Playboy party. Brande, of course, wasn't there because she's never seen anything out of the.
Never seen anything about the Hoff.
No, yes. I did see Mini-Me in the grotto with
who? Mini-Me?
I did see that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mini-Me was in the hot tub with the ladies. So
really?
Quite the ladies' man.
I love that.
Mini-Me from Austin Powers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Good for him.
I know, right? Good for him.
Brande, before you go, is You're the One That I Want? Is that your go-to song if when you're doing karaoke? Is that the one?
Vern Troyer is Mini-Me. I knew that.
Vern Troyer.
Yes, I love any Grease song is always a go-to when doing karaoke.
100%. Which is your favorite Grease tune? Is it One That I Want? Is it Beauty School Dropout? Is it which one? Go ahead. Let me.
Summer Nights.
Summer Nights. Summer Lovin' Had Me a Blast.
Yep.
Just refresh. How does that go?
He wants you to sing.
Summer Lovin' Had Me a Blast.
Summer lovin' happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me.
I met a boy cute as can be.
Da 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 da. Summer day drifting away.
Oh, on a
summer night.
Well.
Did you
get very
far?
You know, it's great. We had Adrienne Barbeau on talking about how, 1972, she was in the first original Broadway production of Grease. And just oh my God, some of the stories from that show are just it's so great to hear. She's got a book out about that. But so listen, your movie is called let me get it again. It's called Project Legion.
Yep.
And it's coming out on Friday, and that's in theaters, right? Not this on-demand stuff. Right now it's in theaters.
And then it goes on demand October 11th.
October 11th. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's but that looks like a movie you have to see in the theater really to enjoy.
Yeah, scared out of your mind just
right?
for Halloween.
Creatures coming at you.
Surround sound, the seat shaking.
Yes.
See, Brande, you notice we let you take a few sips of the Prosecco before we kick in with the singing later on in the show. So.
Yeah, because typically no one's going to want to hear me sing. So
yeah. And by the way, before you go, I just want to give you your book a plug because that's still out there. Bounce Don't Break: Brande's Guide to Life, Love, and Success.
I like that title.
And once you write a book, it's always out there. So we have a mostly female audience, and everybody, if you're looking for a little success for life and love, this is the book. This is the hand guide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Bounce, don't break. All right. Yeah. Brande, thank you so much.
Thanks, you guys. It was so great and lots of fun.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to have you on
the movie.
Yeah, congratulations. And when the next one comes out, you come back on, we'll plug it again.
That'd be great. Yeah.
And come back and talk about the book. I like the book, you could piecemeal that book probably for so many of us.
Yeah.
Suki needs a little guide to
I need a little bounce because I'm always
success.
breaking.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to bounce, but we got to do it.
We do it. Yes, I love it.
Brande, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the month and happy holidays and good luck with this movie.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Take care.
Bye, Brande. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Suk, absolute. She's a legend, basically.
It's beautiful.
Brande Roderick.
Inside and out.
Legend.
Easy.
Very, very nice. And that movie looks pretty cool. I got to tell you.
Listen,
you gotta
it's in theaters on Friday. Everybody go check it out. Support our girl Brande. And, it's the Halloween season. You see the ghosts back there? I've got ghosts back there.
What do you got working? Right next to the bananas? Hold on.
I don't have any bananas. I have a ghosties.
Aren't those bananas in that glass back there?
No, those are little pears. My daughter's boycotting bananas right now. She had bananas for 3 solid years. I think she's like, I gotta back off of the bananas.
Suk, listen, tomorrow night we got Paul Fallhaber is here.
Yes. The Paul Fallhaber, creator of the Maury Show.
Paul Haber, if you want to screw up his name. Longtime executive producer of Maury Povich, and Ryan Pratt-and-Suk. I found this guy on Instagram. He does some impressions. You are gonna love it. Jason Bateman, all those guys. Owen Wilson.
Love it.
Gonna be fun. So we'll be back tomorrow. Suker Duker. Enjoy the rest of your Yom Kippur holiday. Go repent. Do something.
I love it. I'll see you later.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you with a little. I think there's a little mini concert right here coming up. Bye, everybody. We love you. Mwah.
Oh, yeah, Philly kid. Doing a little Beatles. JoJo, come on, yeah.
JoJo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it wouldn't last. JoJo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
I love when we do the Beatles, Philly kid. Just makes you feel good, right? Get back, JoJo. Go home. Yeah, get out of here, kid. Causing a lot of trouble.
Get back, get back, back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Joe.
Woo! All right, Philly, so we spoke about JoJo. How about sweet Loretta Martin now? She's got some problems too, right? JoJo wasn't the only one. Yeah, come on, sing it.
Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the girls around her say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Woohoo! Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back.
Come on now.
Get back to where you once belonged.
So wait, Loretta was a woman, but she was really a man? I'm confused. I don't get it. What's going on?
Get back, Loretta. Go home. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
Boom. Oh, yeah, Philly kid, little queen, come on now.
Well, this thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, it cries in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever, leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a back seat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love.
Oh, love is crazy, isn't it, Philly kid? I mean, come on. Makes you happy, makes you sad. It's crazy, this thing called love.
I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a back seat, hitchhike, I take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. Boom, boom, this thing called love. I can't handle it. This thing called love. I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Yeah, yeah. Crazy little thing called love. 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 Where'd the music go, Phil? Oh yeah, Philly kid. We're going back to the mid-1970s, baby. Little Jigsaw, blowing it all sky high. I mean, you blew the whole damn thing up. Come on, everybody. Let's rock and roll. Blown round by the wind. Thrown down in a spin. I gave you love. I thought that we had made it to the top. I gave you all I had to give. Why did it have to stop? You've blown it all sky high by telling me a lie without a reason why. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high. I love had wings to fly. We could have touched the sky. You've blown it all sky high. Up, round I've flown. Then down, down like a stone. I gave you love. I thought that we had made it to the top. I gave you all I had to give. Why did it have to stop? You've blown it all sky high by telling me a lie without a reason why. You've blown it all sky high. Come on, you've blown it all sky high. Our love had wings to fly. We could have touched the sky. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high. Our love had wings to fly. You could have touched the sky. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high.